Right, I think I figured this out finally. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's been a learning curve for sure. So I have moved from just using my 360 to using 2 cameras to being a little bit more cognizant of how I'm actually recording things, to figuring out how to use a microphone attached to one of the GoPros, and hopefully not sounding like a complete dummy on this thing. I've actually just learned to stop listening to it and hope for the best. But today is Sunday, middle of December, hence the little bit of a gloominess out, and I'm taking our girls out to brunch. We are doing our semi-annual onesie ride, hence the crazy costumes. I have everything from a panda down to Santa Claus behind me, which is kind of great. Like I think themed rides are kind of fun. I want to take them around the lake before we stop for brunch. So the lake down here, Lake Toho, was actually pretty big. When I did have a boat, it was actually super scary to bring it down here. Maybe I just really like calm waters or something like that, but that was definitely not my favorite experience. But the lake itself is actually really nice, and I do actually enjoy going down here. All right, let's see if everybody makes it through this light. This one might be kind of a bitch for everyone, so we might have to slow roll in a second. That's actually one of the challenges when it comes to group rides, or at least the bigger group rides. When you're rolling in a dozen deep, sometimes these stoplights are not as cooperative. Okay, just driving through part of, I guess this is technically St. Cloud. Alright, so one of the other things I talked about in my other video is kind of my whys for why I'm actually doing this whole YouTube experiment. And one of the other things is I really want to show the women's motorcycling community in its complete diversity. I think if you looked at the girls that are behind me, I have everything from your cruiser riders to a scooter to some sports bikes. And the reality is I think we come in a bunch of different shapes, sizes, colors,
likes, dislikes, and I really don't think I have any preference for one or the other. I mean, if you like a trike, then by all means. If you want to go track days with your sports bike, by all means. So whether you're wanting to ride, already ride, have been riding for a long time, I really think that you're part of this community. And I really don't think that there's anything special about motorcycling in itself. I mean, I do think it's a skill that anybody can learn. And it doesn't make one of us more special than the other. So I think we're all part of this group pretty equally. With that said, though, I also feel like part of this women's community includes those women that choose to ride only two up with maybe their spouse or friend or somewhere else that they feel comfortable with, or even just those that support the women's motorcycling community. As a woman, I do think that, maybe our biker babes are also the really cool bartenders that pour some heavy drinks at the rallies we all go to. So I do think the women's motorcycling community comes in a bunch of different forms, and I just kind of hope that I can share and celebrate a lot of our diversity. I really do believe that there's a variety of us, and I'm only one woman and one woman's perspective, but I've been able to really connect and meet some wonderful other women in motorcycling, and hopefully you'll get to meet some of them as well. It's already been so great being able to share Angie's new rider experiences while I'm doing this YouTube experiment.
On the way here, we rode around the giant lake that is Lake Toho down here in St. Cloud, and we're going to go ahead and take the other side back and then make our way back to, I guess, Orlando and split off where we all need to. Once again, though, I think like a half a dozen of my girls riding with me on the way back. All right, so girls gotta eat, and these ladies definitely ate. So actually this Loading Gastropub restaurant, brunch place, whatever you want to call it, was fabulous. I'm just kind of pleasantly surprised, because you never know. We've done a couple of the brunch places that, they got a couple fun things, but they don't really have like anything to write home about. This place, on the other hand, I think as a general rule, we all highly recommend. Their Bloody Marys were great too, if that's your jam. But definitely highly recommend this loading gastropub. It is definitely getting busier out. It is now like 1 o'clock on a Sunday. I think all the churches that are out and people are actually up and moving, and it's actually kind of beautiful out. I think it's like 77 degrees outside or something like that. In Florida, this is kind of most of our winter is 65 or so in the morning, and then we go up to like maybe 80 most of the day. January gets a little weirder. Sometimes we'll have a little bit colder than that, but today is actually really kind of beautiful out. So I did leave my onesie on compared to our last onesie ride, where I most certainly had to take it off after our breakfast, because it was just like, I think it was like 90 degrees already by then, and you know, even February in Florida can get to that very easily. So here we are, beautiful blue out, Lake Toho, very full bellies. That's about that. I hate this turn up here. There's a reason it says 5 miles an hour, and I feel like not everybody pays attention to it. So I'm going to try to take it actually at 5 miles an hour so Angie doesn't freak out. Looks like everybody's doing well. All right. The constant checking, but I got all of my bikers. Good. All right. So one of the things that really struggle with sometimes with, you know, group riding is to keep everybody together in a safe pack. Obviously you don't really want like other vehicles in between your group, but we're kind of, you know, we are responsible for our own safety, and I do try to keep everybody reasonably close, but I have some that like to be a little bit further behind than others. And now that we're up a little higher in speeds, it comes a little bit more clear each time, and I just like to keep watch on all of my girls.
I feel so thankful to have found such an awesome group of women to ride and get to know. I don't think I thank them enough for the experiences and connections they've given me. But if you have any ideas on any other theme rides we can do, drop them below.